G'day everyone, Shane+Watts from Max's Climb, DirtWise KTM Race Team, DirtWise Riding Schools, DirtWise Instructional DVDs, here with another tech tip. This time we're going to show some more of the products we use on our race team bikes. We start off with the DP brake pads. Very good for those nasty conditions, especially these sintered variety here. They're very long lasting. Now, we also utilize, for those rocky conditions, utilize the Srt Brake Rotor. Helps protect that rear disc. And we've also got the DirtTrix solid rear rotor. Just had a mud race on the weekend up at Snowshoe and the rocks and the mud. So these items really helped us have a good result there and make sure the bike finished without any dramas there. So, but up in that Snowshoe GNCC, lots of big nasty downhill, so we need to make sure that we had good braking capabilities. You want to make sure that you keep fresh brake fluid in your bike at all times. Now, quick easy tip on being able to quickly change that brake fluid, we do it every couple of races, is we go ahead and you pump it through. We utilize the Silcoline brake fluid. It's good quality stuff, especially when you're like me and I really drag those brakes a lot. A lot of people ask me, say, "Hey, Wattsy, why do you drag the brakes so much? Why are you so hard on the brakes?" Well, tell you the truth, I'm scared. Scared when you're riding at that speed through the trees, especially nowadays when I'm a lot older and slower and trying to push the limit with these young guys. So, I've got to make sure I have good quality brake fluid in there. So, pop off the little cap there, and get some hose. Put that little loop in there. That's the key point there, and being able to change the brake fluid quickly. Get the loop. We'll go ahead, put the 8mm on there. Put it on our overflow hose. Put it into the drain if it decides to stay in there. All right. Take the cap off. Already undid it before. Just pop off this little frame cover there. Gives us more access to topping up with the brake fluid. Oh, my knees are getting bad with this old age. So anyhow, we top up the brake fluid to the top. And now, go ahead and crack it open. And should be able to just pump it through. You can see the fluid coming out. And by having the loop, you can just keep on pumping. You don't have to go ahead and do the usual shut it off, pump it up, crack it open, shut it off, pump it up, crack it open. You can just leave it open and allows you to pump it on through nice and quickly without any air getting back into the system. Top up the master cylinder again and get on pumping. Missed the hole, there it is. So it pumps through nice and easily there. There we go. Get that hose in there. Hose is in there good now. So pump it through. Make sure that you go ahead and refill the master cylinder before it gets too low with the fluid level. Pump it through. Happens real nice and quickly there. Top her up again. And there we go, pump it through. The last couple, you shut her off, bleed her up. Give it a little another pump, crack it open, do that a couple of times, make sure that it gets any air that may have entered the system or was already present in there. Make sure it gets it out. Alright, get the height and the fluid down below the little notch that's inside the master cylinder there. You can see the little notch in there maybe. Fluid's just below that level when you have new brake pads in there. So that's the correct height. Otherwise, if you put that much fluid in there with old brake pads, when you go to put new ones in, you back the piston out, there's not enough room for the fluid to backflow through. So your brake will drag on the whole time then. So always make sure you have enough free play in your brake lever. Now at the front, you can see a lot of guys, you know, the KTMs have the habit of getting some air in the front brake pads, or sorry, in the front brake line I should say. So easy way of bleeding it up is by back bleeding it, not by using a tool, but by using your knee. So what we're going to go ahead and do, get a little bit of rag there, put it right on the caliper, hold the wheel, and push. Yeah! That spreads the pads apart basically. But what it also does is it back bleeds, it pushes all the fluid back up the line to the top. And then you go ahead and make sure that the front brake master cylinder is at the very top. Pull the line down and you give it a little quick flick. And by flicking it, that makes the air travel back up the brake line and pop out the top. There we go. Nice solid front brake again. It's always a trick I use at the DirtWise riding schools. Guys who front brake isn't working quite good enough to do the stoppie exercise, the front brake skid exercise. I can't, front brake's not working. Quick push of the knee, go, how the hell did that happen? Easy. On the trail fix there. Easy fix. That's the way we like it. We like to have the easy fixes around here. One other thing with your front brake line is to make sure that you want to go ahead and have it located into the front fork guard at the correct position. I see a lot of guys, they go ahead and have the front brake line too high here on the KTM and it ends up breaking the front brake line. So we take this off. You can see right there, got the metal part here, the front brake line, the plastic, then the metal. You've got to have it located down in that notch there, so it's going to be down right in there, and put that on the top, the clamper there. Other guys, I have it popping out here. When it's out here, the plastic gets to move around and it catches an edge and kinks the front brake line in half. So you got to make sure you got it located down in there, hold it in. Once I get these right, hold it in there, put the cover back on top, screw it back in, and the other side. Once you've got that located correctly, you've got a lot less chance of your front brake going ahead and kinking on you. There's another nasty repair you don't want to have. So, alright guys, that covers that for that stuff. Keep on roosting. We'll see you out on the trail soon.